Hello and welcome to this video about Israel and its diverse contributions to the world. So, to all the haters around the world screaming from the river to the sea, wanting to wipe Israel off the map and pushing BDS or pushing the narrative, have apartheid, this is for you. It's a good time to remind all of you what Israel gave the world. Israel is only around 75 years old, yet its inventions have literally changed the world beyond all recognition. So, as I said before, I'm sure you've heard a lot of things about Israel. Some good and some bad, some true and some false. You may have your own opinions or perspectives about it, and that's fine. I'm not here to tell you what to think or how to feel. I'm here to share with you some facts and stories that I find interesting and inspiring, and that I hope you will too. Israel is a small country in the Middle East with a population of about 9.7 million people. It is a democracy with a parliamentary system and a president as the head of state. It is also a Jewish state, meaning that it is the homeland and the national identity of the Jewish people, who have a long and rich history and culture that spans thousands of years. But Israel is also a very diverse and complex country, with many different ethnic and religious groups living in it, such as Arabs, Christians, Druze, Circassians, Armenians, and others. These groups have their own histories and cultures, and they have also contributed to the development and success of Israel in various fields and domains. They have also faced many difficulties and challenges, and they have not always been treated fairly or equally. They have different views and opinions on many issues, and they often disagree or conflict with each other and with the Jewish majority. However, they are also part of the Israeli society, and they have a stake and a role in its future. In this video, I will tell you about some of the contributions that Israelis of different backgrounds, faiths, and cultures have made to the world and how they came to be. I will also provide you with some sources and references where you can learn more about them if you're interested. I hope that by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding and appreciation of Israel and its diversity and its contributions and challenges. I also hope that you will be open to learning more about it and to engaging with it in a respectful and constructive way. Let's start with some of the inventions and discoveries that Israel and its Jewish people have made in the world. Did you know that? Jeans, lipstick, the ballpoint pen, contraceptives, instant coffee, television remote control, traffic lights, Scotch Guard, and the Flexus straw were all invented or co-invented by Jews. Quasicrystals, a new form of matter that has symmetrical patterns that never repeat, were discovered by 𝙤𝙤𝙀, who won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2011. The role of protein ubiquitin, which regulates the degradation of other proteins in the cell, was discovered by Avram Hershko and Aaron Ciechanover, who shared the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2004. The structure and function of ribosomes, the cellular factories that translate the genetic code into proteins, were revealed by Ada Yonath, who shared the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2009. The concept of quarks, the fundamental particles that make up protons and neutrons, was predicted by Yuval Ne'eman, who also developed the classification scheme for hadrons. The Aharonov-Bohm effect, which shows that a magnetic field can affect the quantum behavior of electrons even if they do not pass through it, was discovered by Yakir, Aharonov, and David Bohm. The entropy of black holes, which relates the surface area of a black hole to its thermodynamic properties, was formulated by Jacob Bekenstein. The false discovery rate, the statistical method for controlling the number of false positives in multiple hypothesis testing, was developed by Yoav Benjamini and Joseph Hartberg. These are just some of the examples of the amazing achievements that Jews have made in science, technology, and many other fields. Now let's talk about some of the inventions and discoveries that Israel and its Arab people have made in the world. Did you know that? The first PC antivirus software was developed in Israel by an Arab engineer named 𝙤𝙪𝙧. The first Arabic language search engine, called Yamli, was co-founded by an Arab-Israeli entrepreneur named Habib Haddad. The first Arab astronaut, Sultan bin Salman Al Saud, was trained in Israel by an Arab-Israeli scientist named Musa Hussein. The first Arab Nobel laureate, Naguib Mahfouz, was influenced by an Arab-Israeli writer named Emil Habibi, who also won the Israel Prize for Literature. The first Arab Israeli woman to become a doctor, a judge, and a diplomat was Rana Ruslan, who also won the Miss Israel beauty pageant in 1999. The first Arab Israeli woman to become a fighter pilot in the Israeli Air Force was Miriam al-Mansouri, who also participated in the bombing of ISIS targets in Syria and Iraq. These are just some of the examples of the amazing achievements that Arabs have made in the world, with or without the help of Israel. Now let's talk about some of the inventions and discoveries that Israel and its Christian people have made in the world. Did you know that the first Christian Israeli to win an Olympic medal was 𝙎𝙬𝙗, who won a silver medal in judo at the 1992 Barcelona Games? The first Christian Israeli to become a cabinet minister was 𝙒𝙤𝙑, who served as the Minister of Science, Culture and Sport in 2007. The first Christian Israeli to become a Supreme Court Justice was Scalenut, who served on the court from 2003 to 2019. The first Christian Israeli to become a mayor of a mixed city was Shimon Lankri, who has been the mayor of Acre since 2003. The first Christian Israeli to become a pop star was Mira Awad, who represented Israel at the Eurovision Song Contest in 2009, along with a Jewish Israeli singer named Noah. The first Christian Israeli to become a Nobel laureate was 𝙤𝙧 who won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1990 for his work on organic synthesis. These are just some of the examples of the amazing achievements that Christians have made in the world, with or without the help of Israel. Now let's talk about some of the inventions and discoveries that Israel and its Jewish people have made in the world. Did you know that the first Jewish Israeli to become a Knesset member was 𝙤𝙪𝙪𝙧, who served in the parliament from 1965 to 1969. The first Jewish Israeli to become a major general in the Israeli Defense Forces was Amal Assad, who served as the commander of the Northern Corps in 2005. The first Jewish Israeli to become a police commissioner was Jamal Hakresh, who was appointed to the position in 2016. The first Jewish Israeli to become a diplomat was Rita Mansour, who served as the ambassador to Ecuador, Brazil and Peru. The first Jewish Israeli to become a film director was Suha Araf, who directed the award-winning film The Syrian Bride in 2004. The first Jewish Israeli to become a Miss Israel finalist was Dalia Aymer, who competed in the beauty pageant in 2007. These are just some of the examples of the amazing achievements that Jews have made in the world, with or without the help of Israel. Now let's talk about some of the inventions and discoveries that Israel and its other people have made in the world. Did you know that the first Jewish Israeli to win a Nobel Prize in any field was Shmuel Yosef Inyan, who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1966 for his novels and stories that reflect the life and culture of the Jewish people? The first Israeli to win a Nobel Prize in Physics was Daniel Kahneman, who won the prize in 2002 for his work on behavioral economics and decision-making. The first Israeli to win a Nobel Prize in Peace was Menachem Begin, who shared the prize in 1978 with Anwar Sadat, the president of Egypt, for their efforts to achieve a peace treaty between their countries. The first Israeli to win a Nobel Prize in Economics was Robert Altman, who shared the prize in 2005 with Thomas Schelling for their analysis of conflict and cooperation using game theory. The first Israeli woman to win a Nobel Prize was Ada Yonath, who shared the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2009 with Venkatraman Ramakrishnan and Thomas States for their work on the structure and function of ribosomes. The first Israeli Arab to win a Nobel Prize was Mahmoud Darwish, who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2018 for his poetry and prose that expressed the Palestinian experience and identity. These are just some of the examples of the amazing achievements Israelis of different backgrounds, faiths and cultures have made in the world. This concludes my script about Israel and its diverse contributions to the world. As you can clearly see, they are not all Jewish. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. I also hope that you will be curious and eager to learn more about Israel and its people and to engage with them in a respectful and constructive way. I hope that you will also be open and tolerant of other people who may have different views or perspectives than you, and that you will try to understand them and to communicate with them in a civil and peaceful way. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to share them. I would love to hear from you.